Hi, it's Sharon Lipinski, the Habit Superhero, and welcome to the Habit Huddle, where I share a quick tip, an insight, or a strategy that you can use to master your habits. Because the only thing that is standing between you and the life you want are the good habits you wish you had and the bad habits you wish you didn't. And in this episode, we're talking about generosity habit number 1, taking care of your physical health. Physical health is generosity habit number 1, and I talk about it first because good health is so critical to the quality of your life. Right? Life is easier, it's more enjoyable, you're more productive when you're in good health, when you have more energy. So you must take care of your physical health to the best of your abilities, and taking into account any unique health challenges that you have. So certainly if you're dealing with a chronic illness like celiac disease or diabetes, right, or a serious illness like cancer, this becomes even more important that you do what you can do to take care of your physical health. And as you get older, it becomes even more important. I'm now 42 years old and I can no longer take good physical health for granted. I have to work on it because I don't have all that energy of youth to smooth out the bumps for me. And when I talk about physical health, I'm talking about 4 very specific habits. I'm talking about being physically active, getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, and eating healthy food. And let me point out a couple of things here when I talk about health. Notice you did not hear me say the word exercise. I said being physically active because depending on what you do on a daily basis, you may not need additional exercise. Right? I sit at a desk all day, so I do have to exercise. But I want to share with you a fascinating study that was done with hotel service, cleaning service, and they asked these women, like, do you exercise? And they said no. Half of the women were educated as to that the amount of daily activity they were getting actually met the guidelines for exercise. And this is how many calories you're burning doing these specific exercises. And then they followed these women. And what they found is the women who understood that, in fact, they were doing so much physical activity that they were getting the equivalent of exercise. They lost weight, they lost fat, their blood pressure went down. So absolutely, you have to give yourself credit for whatever physical activity that you're doing, because how you think about it will actually impact how your body experiences it. And it is all about moving your body. Again, that may be through exercise, but maybe not. And also notice that I don't talk about weight. And that's important because weight is not a measurement of health. It doesn't tell you if you're healthy, right? You can be skinny and be unhealthy, and you can be heavy and be healthier than somebody who's skinny. All weight tells you is how much gravity is exerted on your body. It doesn't tell you if you're a good person or a bad person. It doesn't tell you how much willpower you have. And you need to know that your weight is not just impacted by diet and exercise, but there are genetic factors, biological, digestive factors. There are pharmaceutical side effects that influence how much you weigh. And you can't control those. And what happens when you focus on an outcome that you can't control, you can be doing all of the right things and not lose weight. And then you get discouraged, you give up, you think, well, I'm doing something wrong, or there's something wrong with me. And that's not what it is at all. So focus on what you can control. You can make a habit of being physically active, eating healthy foods, drinking enough water, and getting enough sleep. And we know for a fact that you will experience physical benefits by doing those things, regardless of whether or not it results in weight loss. So here's the takeaway. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience the world. So be generous to your body. Give it what it needs. Physical activity, nutritious food, water, and sleep. Because if you don't give it what it needs, it can't give you what you need to show up to your fullest capacity in your homes, in your work, in your community, with your families. To be the person that you want to be means that you have to take care of your physical health. Thanks for joining me for the Habit Huddle. I want to hear from you. Leave your questions, your comments, your concerns below the video. And if you enjoyed this episode, click the thumbs up. If you want to get more tips on mastering your habits, get them emailed right to you, click subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.